Hello, dinosaur friends. Come on down, one and all. Welcome back to another Dino live stream. We are doing this sort of live show once a week on Monday nights for anybody who's new to the channel, because there's been plenty of new subscribers to this YouTube channel in the last week or two. Just some things to get out of the gate in the beginning. Wow, thank you guys so much for all the recent support. It's been huge. We've had 2 or 3 massive videos back to back and tons of new people subscribing to the channel right after we got monetized exactly last Monday. So by the way, if anybody wants to leave a super chat, you can also leave a super chat now during this live chat and support us financially, which would be fantastic. But yes, this is so exciting, guys. We're continuing this Dino live chat Monday, just speaking about all things Jurassic Park, dinosaur, prehistoric, whatever it be. And today we got some cool things to talk about in regards to the new Jurassic World Dominion movie coming out this summer. So, and you know how I am, Mr. King of the Yawns. Gotta keep yawning on every freaking live stream. We're gonna be discussing today the baby Nisutocerotops that was just released by, I think it was Empire Magazine, showing us a picture of this baby dinosaur. We also got some other cool Jurassic World Dominion dinosaurs that I want to talk about that was in the news last week that I didn't touch on, but today we're sort of going to cover a lot of that. First of all, also, let's get this out of the way. Anybody who's here, anybody who's new here, please say hello in the live chat right now. I'd love to hear from you. And anybody who's going to be listening to this after the fact, keep in mind that this is a live show that we're going to be doing once a week on Monday nights, and you can listen to this sort of like a podcast. Almost probably better if you listen to it after, whether you're driving, commuting, cooking, working out, whatever you do. If you want to just tune back and listen to some dinosaur nerd talk about dinosaurs for like 30 minutes to an hour, there you go. I'm putting on some like relaxing Jurassic Park music. So if anybody can confirm to me in the live chat that you can hear me, that'd be great as well, because nobody's commented anything so far. So I just want to make sure I'm not preaching to the choir, if that's even the right term to use right now. All right, let's get out of the gate real quick and just talk about the fact that Mr. N said, their Nisutoceratops prop looks so lame. Stan Winston Studios would mop up the floor with these guys. That's quite a comment, huh? I'm gonna check here the picture on Google Maps or on Google again, just to make sure. Damn, is that Kiani? Oh, we probably did this last week and I forgot already how to pronounce her name. Aloha from Krung Thep, Thailand. That's so cool that you're in Thailand watching my videos. That's really exciting. Okay, let's do baby Nisutoceratops. Okay, so if anybody wants to pull it up in reference, or I can probably just link it here. Copy image, open image, a new tab, and I'll send you guys the picture in the live stream right now. So if anybody wants to follow along and see what we're actually talking about, there you go. That's a picture of the Nisutoceratops that was just brought out by Empire Magazine. Now, the confirmation was that this is actually an animatronic baby dinosaur, which is really exciting because we haven't had an actual hands-on animatronic baby dinosaur since since Jurassic Park: The Lost World, where we had the baby T-Rex, which is, I think, my favorite dinosaur character in the entire franchise. That little baby T-Rex is just, I mean, obviously now that we know what the T-Rex actually looks like, doesn't look anything like a real T-Rex, but man, you gotta love that little guy. He's so cute, and it feels so real. Nikki's here. Hey, Nikki, the moderator. Hiya. How you doing? My internet's down too. That's so funny. I've been streaming my internet from my phone all day today. So yeah, that's hilarious that your internet's also not working. So yeah, let's talk about this Nisutoceratops. So this is a dinosaur that was recently sort of introduced to the franchise after the end of Fallen Kingdom. We got the Battle at Big Rock short movie. I'm trying to see if I can grab my Nisutoceratops toy. Oh yeah, damn! Every time I usually grab a dinosaur, it like destroys the entire shelf. So that's cool. Nisutoceratops, or anybody who doesn't know what this is off the top of their brain, I'm not going to get a Triceratops to compare the two, but consider this: they only have 2 horns, and they're sort of shaped like a buffalo or like a cow, sort of coming out of their frill, like forward, not coming out. Well, I guess it's kind of similar to Triceratops. It definitely looks a little bit more kind of like a cow. And you know what? It's funny because I haven't done an episode on the Nisutocerotops yet. I don't necessarily look. I don't think I've ever seen what a Nisutoceratops looks like as the fossil. So let's take a look here real quick. Nisutoceratops fossil. Like I'm wondering, I want to make sure that this isn't like a case of Jurassic Park just messing things up. No, wow, it actually kind of looks like that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, they have a definitely more forward facing horn configuration. So their horns are just really coming out of the front more, comparatively to the Triceratops or other ceratopsians, which usually have them like jutting out at a little bit of an angle. These guys kind of go vertical straight, and that's really cool. It gives off a really cool look. And why this dinosaur specifically is pretty significant in the Jurassic Park Jurassic World series is because this is the dinosaur that makes up the other half. Can yawn. Back to the yawns, baby. I lost my train of thought there. This is the dinosaur that makes up the other half of the Stegoceratops. The Stegoceratops leaked, or sort of the idea of the Stegoceratops on screen in Jurassic. We saw it on a computer screen in the back of the lab where Henry Wu was, and we thought that it was most people I think thought it was a Triceratops and a Stegosaurus hybrid. And I even think in Jurassic World Evolution, the game that came out after Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the combination was a Triceratops and a Stegosaurus, which made it kind of confusing and not really canon. And it's confusing to the whole franchise, but the confirmation of this boy coming into the franchise, not only in Jurassic World Dominion, but in the prologue now of Jurassic World Dominion, we got it in the first trailer, and we got it in Battle of Big Rock. We know for a fact that the Stegoceratops, which, here you go. There's the Stegoceratops for you. You can see that is the head of a Nisutoceratops right there. That is definitely not a Triceratops. It's missing that horn that would make it a that 3-horn thing. And it's funny because when I bought this toy back in 2015, when Jurassic World came out, I didn't for a second think that this wasn't a Triceratops. To be fair, I didn't even know about the Nisutoceratops. I'd never heard of it. I had no idea about this dinosaur until it came out in Battle of Big Rock. And this is just so cool. It's like this is a look at before we really had more information. That's why I love this toy. I think I own both versions of it. It's one of my favorite toys, like one of my prized possessions in the Jurassic franchise. As ridiculous as the hybrids are in this franchise, I do freaking love this one. I think it's so cool. And it shares a testament because one, it taught me about a dinosaur, which is awesome. This is really this. And it's coming into the franchise in a bigger light, which is really exciting for me as a big fan of this franchise. So, all that aside, put that up there. Are you good? Sitting on a Kentrosaurus. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this baby Nisutoceratops and its role in the movie and how we're gonna what's it called? Experience seeing baby dinosaurs on screen. So for one, I'd really love for you guys to in the chat, if anybody is watching and willing to type, what is the baby dinosaur that you would be most looking forward to see in this franchise? So like which of the baby dinosaurs out of all the dinosaurs that are now in the canon Jurassic Park and Jurassic World universe would you love to see on screen? That's what I'm very curious about. That's what I want to know. By the way, can anybody confirm to me that you can like just barely slightly hear the music in the background? That would be nice. I just want to make sure that you can actually hear it. So it adds a little bit of an ambiance. But yeah, so I'd like to know from you guys if anybody can let me know what is the dinosaur or prehistoric creature that you are excited to see on screen, if you are excited to see any of them on screen. And yeah, so as for the Nisutoceratops, like in Jurassic World, in the first one, we got to see. Okay, cool, Nikki. Thanks for being the one to answer. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, in the first Jurassic World movie, we got this amazing scene because when you scroll back to it, man, I'll never forget it. I think and I don't remember if it was in the movie trailer, so I wasn't prepared for it when I saw it in theaters. But there's a scene both in the opening and then once everything goes to shit and everything starts getting destroyed, where there's like this baby dinosaur petting zoo, and you already know, your boy. If we lived in the universe where Jurassic World existed, oh my god, like screw YouTube. all of this would go down the toilet. I would have quit everything. I would have sat outside of their offices until they hired me to be in charge of the animals in the petting zoo, and I would become senior vice manager of the baby petting zoo, dinosaur baby petting zoo area. Because that would be the most important thing to me in the world, is to take care of baby dinosaurs. It sounds like a dream. Um, and that was the first time in this franchise that we were exposed to seeing like a collection of young dinosaurs, baby dinosaurs that we didn't really get to see in a lot of the movies. If I remember correctly, in Jurassic Park 3, the only young dinosaurs that we get to see on screen, and they're not dinosaurs, they're flying reptiles, is the baby pteranodons, which, in my opinion, were fantastic. They looked so cool. Um, and then also in Jurassic Park, The Lost World, I think we had a baby Triceratops, if I remember correctly, alongside the baby T-Rex. But yeah, getting that scene in Jurassic World of a bunch of baby dinosaurs, like the baby Triceratops and the baby Apatosaurus, the baby Gallimimus. I think there was a baby Parasaurolophus in there somewhere. It's just, it puts a smile on my face when I think about it, because that shit is so cool. Like, that's such a cool thing for this franchise to do for us, like for these movies to do for us, is to make these giant beasts that we're so used to seeing, huge, towering over everything, destroying things, into these little tiny bite-sized babies that we can imagine them being small and cute and cuddly. And I think the ramifications is, or like the moral sector of where we get to with these baby dinosaurs is really interesting. So Connie says, I hope those baby dinos in the petting zoo survive the pteranodon attack. Well, yeah, so that's a funny thing, is what I want to think about is the implications of morality in Jurassic World Dominion, right? Like, and I would love to get some interaction from you guys as well, and to tell me like what you guys think about this. Like, if there were dinosaurs in the world, how quick would you run to buy one? How quick would you be there to adopt a baby dinosaur? If this was the size of a little baby Nisutocerotops that you could adopt, and you could hold it and cuddle it, you get a little baby, would you do it? How quick would you be to do it? Like, I know I'm a psychopath and I love dinosaurs, so I would have done it immediately without even thinking. Like, whatever amount of money, I would take 1,000,000 loans out just so I could live in the forest alone with this little dinosaur. But I know that that's not the case for everybody, and it's interesting for me to think, because in Jurassic World Dominion, we're going to be faced with this dilemma. React, what's up? How you doing? Oh my god, I'm just realizing I never answered your email. It's so lost in my inbox. Can you bump my email again? I'm sorry. I really do apologize that I have not responded to your email. Please message me. I'm so bad. I've been so busy. I really apologize for that. And if not, I'll try to remember after this show. I'll try to go reply to it immediately. Imagine a baby Parasaurolophus the size of a cat. That's what I'm talking about, Connie. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Is I'm saying, like, how do we as people, as dinosaur lovers, deal with that temptation, right? Like in Jurassic World Dominion, the people of that universe are going to be they're going to be given this opportunity of, all right, you have not only dinosaurs reproducing, but tons of dinosaurs being created around you at all times. What, are you not going to own a baby Therizinosaurus? What, are you not going to own a little compy? You put it on a leash, you walk it around Central Park, put a diaper on it. Like, come on, these dinosaurs aren't killing machines. Like, they're going to have levels of intelligence that are, I would say, probably surpass dogs, some of them. And yeah, especially the ornithomimids and the dromaeosaurs, like having a pet velociraptor, totally. I mean, we know it's blue. She's basically a dog. So yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting concept for me to think about that. So, okay, cool. Yeah, let me read here some of the comments. Yeah, everybody, write what your favorite baby dinosaur is, or like what is the baby dinosaur that you would love to see the most. So here we go. Jay says, I'd want a baby Gallimimus. Love how they look. I think Gallimimus would kind of be the way to go, considering their size and how fast they are. And I mean, they're not depicted in Jurassic Park for having much intelligence, and maybe they didn't have much intelligence because I think that head size doesn't really allow for too much intelligence. But they might be a good choice. You know, like if you were able to train that thing, that could be a free like that could be an automotive. That could be a vehicle for you. You could ride that thing probably. Put a saddle on it, ride around with a Gallimimus. Could be a great investment if you get a little baby Gallimimus. Let's see here. Connie says also the baby Apato is where it's at. Yeah, I think for me it would have to be either a Brachiosaurus or an Apatosaurus, some sort of sauropod. Like I mean, you'd probably need a national park to house it in, right? You'd probably need like a few acres of land to house a fully grown sauropod. But what are you not going to get a baby Apatosaurus? What are you not going to get a baby Brachiosaurus? Like, look at this little guy. What are you not going to have one of these little babies? Like, so cute. Let's see here. Connie says, my favorite baby dino is a Triceratops, especially the one in Fallen Kingdom, because that poor thing went through so much in just 2 days. Yeah, it's really that's I mean, that goes back, Connie, to the morality of this whole series and the whole everything about it and what we're gonna see in the future movies. Like, we know in Dominion we're gonna get a baby Nisutocerotops, we might get a baby Apatosaurus, we're getting a baby Velociraptor. Like, there's probably going to be quite a bit of babies in this movie, like quite a bit of youngling dinosaurs. Probably some baby Parasaurolophus, I would imagine. And yeah, it's really interesting to think about, because that moment right in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, when you have the baby Triceratops with its mother in the cage, and you're thinking about it really, and they're talking to you about like the first time you saw a dinosaur, and you're thinking back to Jurassic Park, and you're remembering the moments where you watch that Brachiosaurus rear up on its hind legs and eat plants. It's like that invokes such an emotion within somebody like me who loves this franchise, and I'm sure that many of you. And I think there's something that I think there's something that carried with that through every baby dinosaur that we're going to see in this franchise. Like, anytime we see a young dinosaur, that idea of like naiveness and just being young and wide-eyed and open through this baby dinosaur it's real. It's really for real. And the ideas of connection, I mean, like, why do you guys think, if anybody here didn't watch Camp Cretaceous, but like Camp Cretaceous introducing us to Baby Bumpy, like a baby Ankylosaurus, why do you guys think Baby Bumpy was such a big hit? It's because of that. I feel like it invokes that naiveness, that innocence, that love of being like a little baby and being able to connect and bond with this animal. I think, like, deep down inside, a lot of us want a pet dinosaur, which is, the Jack Horner, the paleontologist that Alan Grant in Jurassic Park is pretty much based off of, has acknowledged that, like, he's trying to reverse engineer chickens into dinosaurs, and one of the main reasons being he wants a pet dinosaur. And God bless. I mean, what are you gonna say? No, it's amazing. It's an amazing concept. Okay, let's see here. Paul says, "Yo, Tall, what's the best Jurassic Park movie for you?" Definitely number one. Definitely the first one. I will reserve judgment to pick the second one until Dominion comes out, because I have a feeling that it might be my favorite already, just because of how like how much they're putting into it. For me, here's the way that I break it down. We're gonna go on a little bit of a side tangent, but obviously, guys, keep the discussion going on baby dinosaurs in the chat. If you have anything you want to say about baby dinosaurs, or what's your favorite baby dinosaur, or the baby dinosaur that you want to see most, let me know. But when it comes to the movies, the way that I see it is the use of the dinosaurs in the first movie. We've got, I think it's like, when somebody calculated, we get like 3 minutes of screen time of dinosaurs throughout the whole, like, almost 2-hour movie. And that's insane, because you don't even feel it. You feel like the entire movie, all you're seeing is dinosaurs, and it's just not the truth. And it's because the way that the dinosaurs are used are really efficient and effective in the storytelling mechanism. And through each movie, we get more and more dinosaurs, and we get more screen time of dinosaurs. But for some reason, some of them lose their magic. So in The Lost World, we get tons of dinosaurs all the time, everywhere. In Jurassic Park 3, it's like non-stop dinosaurs. Like, they're everywhere at every point. And in my opinion, some of the most beautiful looking of the dinosaurs were in Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic World, I feel like slightly less dinosaurs than everywhere else. And it's kind of like we just started defining these dinosaurs as characters with the T-Rex and then Dominus Rex and the Velociraptor squad. And then Fallen Kingdom comes out like a steroid blast. It's like dinosaurs everywhere. Every single dinosaur you can imagine. Everything you want, we got them all. And now Dominion is going to be like this overwhelming amount of dinosaurs that are coming out. Like, the list, I think right now, is like 35 or 40 different dinosaur species that are going to be featured in this movie. And I think half of them have actual animatronics. Mind-blowing. That's why in my opinion, Paul, I'm waiting for Jurassic World Dominion, because as long as the storyline holds up, that movie has well beyond the potential already, just out of the gate, to be my favorite movie. It might even surpass the first one, even though I don't think that's possible. But just like having that amount of dinosaurs, for me, it's going to be like drugs. I'm going to sit there and be like, oh my God, so many dinosaurs. Like, that's what I get off on with these movies. I love the diversity. I love seeing all these different dinosaur species, and the fact that we're getting a Therizinosaurus, I don't even care what they do with it. Like, Therizinosaurus is one of the coolest animals that ever existed, ever. Again, we have an episode coming out on it this week. I know I keep delaying it, but hold on, I'll get the toy so you guys can see. If anybody here, I'm assuming some of you guys probably don't know what it looks like. Now, this is the Jurassic World depiction of the Therizinosaurus. I apologize if I do these weird things with my eyes, by the way. I've been working a lot on the computer recently. My eyes are like shot. They're in so much pain. This is what the Therizinosaurus, the Jurassic World depiction of the Therizinosaurus looks like. So it's like a kind of like a long-necked bipedal skinny bear with giant claws. It's so cool. This animal it's beyond cool. I don't even know how to explain how much love I have for this ancient creature that existed. Like I would kill to see something like this in real life. It would be so cool. So the fact that they're bringing this to my favorite movie franchise in probably a hyper realistic way. I mean, I know they do have I think they do have some sort of animatronic for it. Like, that's gonna be bananas. It's gonna be so cool, and I'm so excited for that. All right, anyways, that's the little side tangent about my favorite Jurassic Park movie. And so, yeah, I'm reserving judgment for Dominion. When Dominion comes out, I'll definitely update that list and let you guys know. I'll probably make a whole video on my favorite Jurassic Park movies ranked. Okay, Connie goes back to saying, oh, tall, on one of the new posters, they showed a lot of baby dinos, including a baby Carno. Really? Connie, do you mind sending over that poster? If you have it on hand, I would love to see it. If you're talking about the... what was it, the Manticore list that came out? I don't remember seeing a baby Carno there. I remember seeing a baby Apatosaurus and seeing baby Blue or Beta, and I think seeing the baby Nisutocerotops. So if you have it on hand, I'd love to see that. Shadow says, love the discussion. The old trio from 1993. Beta, yeah, Shadows, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for getting people to like the video. I really appreciate you being here and watching. So React says, some paleontologists pop up on as a recommendation, but wasn't able to watch it. Now I feel bad. I was going to tell you about it. Have to watch some footage at the Chicago Museum. Yeah, for sure. I'm dying to go out there too, to the Field Museum. Connie says, if Blue could have a baby on her own, does that mean that the same thing goes for Rexy or Moza? So I don't want to jump to any conclusions with Beta as a baby. I don't know how it's possible that she has a baby. There are no other velociraptors. Now, if they're going to go ahead and make that claim that she reproduced on her own, I feel like that's a really far stretch. Because, okay, at least in Jurassic Park, in the first movie, you know, they have the raptor's nest and they come up with this whole conclusion of because there's frog DNA and frogs can switch sexes if they're in an environment with only one of their gender, only one of their sex. And if they're going to make the claim that she reproduced on her own without any other, like there wasn't even a female velociraptor around, she just reproduced on her own, I don't know how that's possible. That's a really far stretch. I'm going to assume that they're not going to go ahead and say something like that. I'm going to assume that either somebody captured Blue and cloned her, or there's another velociraptor out there. That's what I'm going to go ahead and say. Because, look at that hairline, by the way, huh? That's what happens when you wear a hat for too long, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I sorry, like my screen distracted me. I could really see my hairline coming through here. I was like, what? Yeah, like I don't know what kind of, you know, like Baby Dinosaurs is great and all, and I love it, and I'm excited. I'm slightly not excited for Baby Beta because it's like I already saw what Blue looked like as a baby. I would have rathered a different baby look. Like, if you're gonna give Blue a baby, don't make her look exactly the same. Come on, like she doesn't need to be exactly the same. Give her a different color pattern. But that's why I'm assuming she's a clone. Like she was cloned from DNA, and I don't necessarily think that Blue laid an egg, because I don't think that Blue mated with any other velociraptor, unless there's a velociraptor out there. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that they probably took some DNA from Blue and created a velociraptor, but you never know with this series, man. They throw curveballs at you all the time. But I mean, we know like the creation tool for creating velociraptors, it's there. They could do it. It'd be easy. Like it doesn't mean because Jurassic World caved and went under that there aren't velociraptors out in the world. They're just not on Isla Nublar, like they weren't on the island. And in Fallen Kingdom, just because Blue was introduced to the United States doesn't mean that there weren't already other velociraptors being cloned or other velociraptors out there. So, I mean, we could go down the rabbit hole with that, but that's just a reality situation. Man, Shadow, Connie, you guys are the freaking best. I love you. Thank you so much for engaging in this conversation. You guys are amazing. But everyone, also Nikki, also Jay, also React. I appreciate all of you guys being here. But thank you guys, Shadow and Connie. I really appreciate you guys being so involved in the conversation. So Shadow says they just released a new image with Rexy and Giga. Really? Did they? I didn't see it. Feel free, guys, to link in the chat if you guys are seeing these new things. I haven't seen that yet. Let's see here. Jurassic World Dominion. Let's see if there's anything new. Curious to see if there's a new poster with the Rexy and Giga. Rexy and there we go. First is Giganosaurus. Oh, there's a lot. I mean, I don't know which one of these is new, but yeah. Look, that's going to be an epic fight, huh? That's going to be a really cool one. I'm excited for that. I hope they throw some sort of curveball. Like, I want to see some sort of, I want to see a Spinosaurus jump out of nowhere. Like, if we're already doing this fight, like, give me some sort of crazy curveball in the middle. I want to see a Dimetrodon, like, latch onto the leg of the Giganotosaurus and just kill it. Let's see here. Oh, Shadows has a channel, a YouTube channel. Shout out to Shadows, guys. Go subscribe. Go give some love to Shadows. Nikki, appreciate you loving the conversation. I love that you're a part of the conversation and the best moderator ever. Craig says, hey, man, what's up, Craig? Welcome. Jay Davis says, when is Jurassic World Dominion supposed to come out? It's coming out June 10th, probably between the 11th, 12th, and the 9th for certain countries and certain places. But I think the street date for the United States is June 10th. Let's see here. Do you think they will return to Isla Sorna? Craig, honestly, I think so. I've got a good feeling that this movie is going to be serving all the fan service. And there's no doubt that we all want to know what's going on in Isla Sorna. Like, I don't need them to give me an hour on it. I don't even need them to give me a minute. I need them to give me like a slight offhanded mention or a picture in the background just giving me some sort of closure with the island. I want to know, are there dinosaurs there? Because if there are, that's insane. That's crazy. If there's still dinosaurs on that island, like wild dinosaurs, either the Costa Rican government is like doesn't have its shit together, or like InGen, Biosyn, Manticore, they all don't have their shit together. Hey, welcome to other moderator Jack Kimmel. Love you, boy. Welcome here. Welcome to the chat. We're having a great live stream. We're talking about baby dinosaurs, Jack, and people are engaging hard, and I love it. Craig, Shadows, Connie, the MVPs of the live chat today. Honestly, like they're being amazing. React, Nikki's also being an MVP. Like there's so many awesome people here tonight. So appreciate you guys all being here. I was almost not going to do the stream today, by the way, because I don't have internet in my building and I'm tethering Wi-Fi for my phone. So I appreciate you guys all coming out and supporting. Okay, here. Craig says, I'm in the UK. I work at Cinema. We have a June 10th release date. Cool. So there you go. Craig confirms it to us. June 10th, we got Jurassic World Dominion in the UK. Shadow says, no worries. I meant for you to check my channel to see the image. Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me see here. Sorry if I'm a little... YouTube took away the feature for me to be able to check out your channel directly from the live chat. I'll have to make sure to check you out later. I got to remember to do that. Connie says, I wonder if that Aloe from Battle of Big Rock is alive 3 years after it got shot in the face. I'm sure that it's alive, and I'm sure that there's plenty of other Allosauruses. Like, the theory is, right, that Allosaurus came in. This is what I don't understand. Like, this is what I don't get. I don't understand this at all with this series. There's so many open ends like that don't make sense to me at the moment, and I hope they answer these questions. When the auction happened in the mansion of Lockwood Manor, we saw one Allosaurus there, a very young-looking one that was captured on the island and then sold to a Russian guy. And then we see it in the end of the movie, or maybe it wasn't sold to a Russian. I think the Russian guy got the Ankylosaurus. So whatever the case, the Allosaurus was sold, and then we see it in the back of a caravan through Monument Valley in Arizona. Does that mean, because like, did they travel east from California to Arizona and then go back to California? Because I think Battle of Big Rock took place in California, right? It took place on the West Coast. So that means there was another Allosaurus, like an adult one, in that auction that someone bought? That would be bananas to imagine if somebody bought another one. Or does that mean that, like, Manticore or Biosyn is releasing giant Allosauruses, or InGen did? so many questions that need to be answered that I'm so confused about. Were these breeding? Are there a bunch of baby Allosauruses out there? Was she a young female that happened to have eggs? What is going on with this Jurassic World? I really don't get it. I mean, like, let me know, guys, in the comments here if you guys are just as confused as I am, because I am like, I'm baffled in confusion. Like, it's been really hard for me to grasp a lot of these ideas, and I think about it very frequently. Okay, here. Let's see here. Nikki says, appreciate you and appreciate the lack of Wi-Fi. Shadow says, I usually don't hit up live streams. Well, I appreciate you being here today, Shadows. We really do. Craig says, I think there will be a main character death. I'm guessing Dr. Grant. Well, I hope not. I've heard this theory going around that someone's going to die. I don't want any of them to die, honestly. It wouldn't serve any purpose to me personally. I've heard the theories of people like wanting to see them take risks and kill off a character. For me, like the humans, if they live or die, it doesn't really change it for me so much because I'm there for the dinosaurs. But I definitely wouldn't want to see Alan, Ellie, or Jeff Goldblum die. I definitely wouldn't want to see Claire or Owen die. And if they killed any of the new characters, it just wouldn't make sense. It's like, why would you bring them into the movie just to kill them? But then I guess they do that with all the movies. So that doesn't actually, yeah, like they could totally kill the other two new characters. I'm forgetting their name. Is Dewan DeWise, I think, is the name, and the other guy I forgot the name of. Like I guess they could kill them. I wouldn't really want to see them get killed. I kind of like. I'm more interested in following their stories. What I am hoping for, Craig, is that we have some surprises from other characters. Whoa, Tiffany! Oh my God. Okay, let's take a little. Okay, let's do a little celebration pause here. Tiffany, you are the first ever person on the Dinosaur channel to give me a super chat ever. So I'm taking a big screenshot of that right now. I'm gonna remember this moment forever because this is very pivotal to me. First of all, thank you so much. Let's do a little celebration. Do I have I gotta have like a fun Jurassic Park remix here. This is just an acoustic. Maybe Jurassic Park saxophone. Jurassic Park guitar. There we go. A little electric guitar. Hey, everybody, let's congratulate Tiffany. Becoming the first ever super chat on the Dinosaur channel for $9.99. That's a big old super chat, too. Tiffany, appreciate you very, very, very much. Thank you. She didn't even ask a question. She just gave me a little Shiba Inu with a heart. So, Tiffany, thanks so much. Really appreciate that a lot. Means a lot. Very, for me, this YouTube channel, I love my other YouTube channel where I make travel videos. It's never going to get old to me. I have a vision of where I want to take it and I want to do it. But this channel is so special to me because this is like something I would never imagine I would be able to make any sort of career or money off of. And I'm like, week after week, the more support that you guys show me on these live streams, on the videos in general, and the more subscribers that keep coming in, the more this shows me that this is like a real possibility for me to have a future talking and giving you guys information and showing you guys dinosaurs. And that's so cool. That's so cool. I have an episode that I really want to release sometime in the future where I visit my chickens in the Philippines who look like velociraptors and show you guys all about them. And just thank you. It really touches my heart, Tiffany. So I appreciate that a lot. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go back to that train of thought. Let's go back to the more relaxed Jurassic Park theme song. That was really intense electric guitar. There we go. Okay. Guys, I apologize for my blinking again. My eyes are like dead. I'm so tired. Okay, let's see here. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Shadows. I do appreciate you so much. That means a lot. Halfway to my silver play button. Oh, damn, you're sitting at 50,000. That's amazing. Good job. I got my little play button back there for my other YouTube channel. But hopefully, we get a play button for this YouTube channel. That's the goal. If I ever get to 100K on this channel, man, that would be an accomplishment of a lifetime. Honestly, that would be really, really cool. So, Shadows, we are now Team Shadows. I'm definitely gonna go give you a subscribe right after this. Actually, I'm gonna give you a subscribe right now, and I highly recommend everybody give Shadows a subscribe because we're gonna try to get him over to 100K as fast as possible. Shadows. Let's see if your channel comes up. Boom, comes up immediately. 51K. Man, good job. Oh, I've seen your channel before, I think. Or maybe not. No, I thought this was something else. This is cool. This is a cool YouTube channel, man. Wow, exciting. I'm gonna binge your content later. No, big shout out. I do have to. I appreciate you being here, man. It's an honor for a bigger dinosaur or Jurassic YouTuber to be in my live stream right now. You know, like I've been on YouTube for a long time, and when I started on my travel channel on my other channel, I didn't have many peers, especially not people who were big or bigger than me ever supporting me. So it means a lot to have somebody like you here on the live stream and chatting and being a part of my community and the people who are a part of my community. So thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that a lot. And I'm here rooting for you to get to 100K. All right, let's get back to it here. Let's stop this love bath. It's too much love going around here, from the super chat to your warm comments. I love all of you. So amazing. Okay, let's see what React says. React says, I got a hold of some sort of list of dinosaurs. I got overwhelmed with all the sores and I got confused. How do you remember and distinguish them all? You know, React, I think it comes down to being like sickeningly obsessed with these dinosaurs. Like, I think I have more knowledge on random dinosaur facts and species than I can care. Like, I know so many. And the other, it was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I was playing with some friends and I was just showing them skulls of dinosaurs. Jack's wife. That's what it was. It was Jack's wife. I was at Jack's house in Orlando. My good friend Jack, who's moderating this live stream right now, and his wife was playing a game called Animal Crossing. And in Animal Crossing, there's a museum where you can like have a bunch of dinosaur fossils. And so she was basically kind of quizzing me via the fossils, and I couldn't see the names, but I could just basically guess from looking at their skulls and their bones exactly what animal it was. And I think I got like probably 90% of them right, which is it makes me really proud to know that like I have that knowledge is so embedded in my brain that I could see a skull of an ancient animal or the fossilization or the fossils of an ancient animal and be like, I know what animal that is, or at least what species it was. It makes me really proud of it. I'm really happy about that. Shadow says, I've heard Wu gets badly injured. I think, actually, now that you mention it, I think I could totally see Wu dying, and it wouldn't really matter. He kind of, not that I wouldn't want him to die, but, like, he kind of deserves to die. He's put so much negativity into this Jurassic universe and done so much stupid shit that, like, yeah, it makes sense if he dies. Like, it wouldn't be really a shame if he died or anything. You know, he kind of, like, man, the fact that he's still alive after all this time, like, he's a lucky bastard. All right, here. Connie says, there was 2 aloes that got released by Maisie. You can see them run off into the forest. See, that's not a detail that I knew. That makes a little more sense. But still, I don't think the 2 Allosauruses that ran out were... Oh, maybe, well... You're right. There was an Allosaurus that... I remember seeing an Allosaurus in the end there. You're right. Connie, damn, Connie, you're on fire with the facts, huh? You just locked that in my head. It's come back to me now. I do remember seeing an Allosaurus. I can't necessarily say I remember seeing 2 run into the forest, but how to get that big? Because Battle of Big Rock, I think, takes place briefly after Lockwood Manor, so there must have been another one, or I don't know, like maybe rapid growth or something. I don't know. It's weird. There's a lot of plot holes. Craig says Chris Pratt said JWC will be the endgame Avengers of the franchise. That for me means a lot of actions, a death, and lots of emotion. I'm all in for it. I'm pretty much, I want to cry. Like, that's what I want. If I'm not crying by the end of that movie, I'm not going to be happy. Like, I teared up a little bit during Spider-Man No Way Home? No, not No Way Home. Far From Home? A Home of Madness? The new Spider-Man movie. The amazing Spider-Man movie that just came out now. That everybody know and love. Like, Spider-Man was my childhood superhero that I grew up watching and I love so much. It's my favorite Marvel hero, pretty much. So, like, seeing that sort of conclusion to that timeline or that summary of, like, I don't want to spoil what happened in that movie in case you haven't seen it, but it was amazing. And for me, getting that in Jurassic Park, I'm gonna be a ball of tears for sure. I'm gonna get very emotional. I got pretty emotional too in Fallen Kingdom, if I remember correctly. The scene where the Brachiosaurus gets burnt up by the volcano. That was a tearjerker. I can't say that I cried. I didn't bawl my eyes out, but I definitely had some tears up there. That's for sure. So, yeah, like that's I think Fallen Kingdom, the problem it was hard to get too emotional with it because it was so fast paced and was moving so much and so many different things were happening during that movie that it was hard to be like to latch onto one specific moment. And I feel like there weren't too many emotional moments in that movie either. But I'm sure Jurassic World Dominion, we got 2 hours pretty much, over 2 hours, I think, right? of nonstop chaos, dinosaurs that we love probably getting killed and people getting attacked, and it's going to be action-packed and epic, and I'm really excited for it. All right. Nikki says you can tell your heart is in this. Nikki, if I could explain to you how much my heart is in this channel, if I could convey to you how much I love making these videos and doing this, I really couldn't convey it in words. The fact that I feel like I'm on the cusp of potentially building myself a career making videos about dinosaurs makes me so happy in a way that I really can't explain. And again, this doesn't like having that play button, having my other YouTube channel, The Traveling Cloud, is something I will always hold dear to heart. And part of the content is inspired by Jurassic Park there, and the way that I film stuff and the way that I narrate and the way that I tell you guys stories. But this is special. The Dinosaur channel really is special to me, and I'm really excited about the prospect of this YouTube channel. All right, here, let's see. Connie says, why was the Carno from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom way bigger in the Dominion trailer? Wasn't it fully grown last movie? I mean, look, there will be variations in size of dinosaurs across the board, right? Like dinosaurs are animals, like every animal. Like one deer is not born and grows to one size, and all of them grow to the same exact size. There's going to be variation. But what's going on? How is there a Carnotaurus in Malta? Why is it there? How'd you get there? Why is there an Allosaurus there? How many goddamn Allosauruses are there in the world? What's going on? Give me some answers. Like, this movie can't come fast enough, and I swear to God, I've had so much anxiety about the idea that they're not going to answer a lot of these questions. It really freaks me out, because if I leave that movie theater, I'm going to be happy no matter what. Yeah, I'm not going to get angry. That's never going to happen. The fact that we're even blessed, the fact that I'm blessed to live in a day and age and be this age when these new movies are coming out, it's the best thing ever. I feel eternally grateful. But I would really love and appreciate some answers to these questions. Why are there dinosaurs in Europe? How the heck did they get there? Who's shipping them out there? Like, I know that one of the Allosauruses or something made it to Russia. We saw it getting on the plane. But how do you end up there? How does that situation unfold? How do we get to that point? It feels like so much so fast. So that's really what I'm curious about. All right, here we go. Let's see. Read some more. We got Shadow saying AC nice. I love it. Wu dies in the first book. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, why has Wu's on a, what's it called, an extended time? He's on borrowed time. He's definitely had a good run in the film. You're right. Yeah, all Jurassic World dinosaurs have accelerated growth. Wu explains it all. So I mean, yes, but like he talks about it for sure. It's also like, I feel like there's too many conveniences in this series. You know, it's like, are we gonna blame everything on a past statement? So like that's the thing. So the Allosaurus comes out out of this place, and in 6 months or whatever, it becomes a fully different dinosaur like that. I mean, I guess it's possible, like, considering this is a science fiction movie. It's all possible. The fact that the Velociraptor can pretty much breed by itself, that's its own thing. But yeah, I don't know. Shadow says, I've built a manor in Minecraft, so I've been analyzing the end. Or sorry, this is Connie saying, I've been analyzing the end scene to see how many dinos were drowned down there. Ah, very cool. So that's how you knew. Connie, you are on fire. React says, keep it up. You have it in you, the passion in time tell. Will do. And hello, Mr. N. Welcome back. I saw your comment earlier about, what was it? That you didn't like the animatronic of the Nisutocerotops. I don't necessarily agree with your comment. I think the Nisutocerotops animatronic looks good. I do agree with you, though, that Stan Winston, I think, would have given them a run for their money, because I think Stan Winston's animatronics were the greatest things ever. Like, the Jurassic Park 3 animatronics specifically, there's nothing like them to me. Like, the animatronics from that movie, mind-blowing. Mind-freaking-blowing. Everything from the Pteranodons to the baby Pteranodons to the T-Rex to the Spinosaurus, the Velociraptors. It's all amazing. I'm really I'm in love. I just recently watched Jurassic Park 3 just to sort of get a little refresher. And I'm like, his animatronics are just something else. It doesn't, I don't think Jurassic World or Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom or Dominion will ever get close to that, especially when I saw the Dilophosaurus. The Dilophosaurus animatronic in the trailer looks a little weird. Those nostrils. Dem nostrils, though. That's what I gotta say. I'm gonna type it out in the chat. Everybody want to hit me with a dem nostrils, though? Can we all do this together as a community? Look, there's 15 of us in here. Dem nostrils, though. Just hit me with one of those. Shadow's going to dip now. I absolutely love this. Can't wait to pop in. Hey, Shadow, appreciate you very much. Guys, check out Shadow's YouTube channel. He's on his journey to get to 100K. Give him a sub. He's an amazing guy. Appreciate you being here, man. And see you very soon, bro. Yeah, everyone hit me with the damn nostrils, though. Has anybody seen the Dilophosaurus nostrils on the animatronic? It's them freaking nostrils, though. They are big old nostrils. They're like a little too big. And I'm not saying the Filipino word for water. Too big. Mr. N says, no, it's not possible. Trevorrow is throwing crap out of his ass for theatrics. Take Blue, for example. If she has the ability to do parthenogenesis, then it is something JP could have. All right, I see your point. But look, Trevorrow got a task of completing a series in the best manner he possibly could. Now, I'm not going to agree with every decision that he made, but generally, I think that he's done a fantastic job. That's personal. It's a subjective thing, right? But like, I personally think that Trevorrow has done a fantastic job bringing us to where we are. And like, this is not an easy task, right? Summing up this epic 6-part movie series and making them somehow all link visually and the storylines, everything tying in together. It's not an easy task. So I think he's done pretty good with what he's done. Animatronics, yeah, I mean, I think like for some reason, Universal, from what I understood, they didn't want to budget for animatronics in the first couple movies because they didn't believe the product would sell. It's like, are you kidding me? You guys stupid? Of course it's going to sell. It's dinosaurs. How is it not going to sell? Now Jurassic World, one of the biggest properties of all time. So, you know, it's like, for me, those are decisions that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But we have gone so far off topic of the baby dinosaurs. It's ridiculous. We're in such a tangent. But all I got to say is, them nostrils, though. Yeah, Paul Alfonso hit me with them damn nostrils, though, baby. We should get merch. Should we get merch with damn nostrils, though? We might be doing it, guys. Would you guys buy some Dinosaur Channel merch that says damn nostrils, though? Amazing. I'm going to put this down on a notepad. So we have it saved forever. Dem nostrils, though, that's gonna be if that's our first piece of merchandise on the channel, man, I'm gonna be rocking that all day. Dem nostrils, though, and then I'll put Dilophosaurus, Dominion. That's hilarious. All right, guys. Well, speaking of baby dinos, will we ever see a baby mosasaur? I don't think so. That imagine them doing that. Like, I don't know how they would ever logistically do that. But I would love to see so much. I would love to see how they grew the Mosasaurus. Like, you got to think about it for a second there. That Mosasaurus had experience with human beings. Like, that Mosasaurus started off as a baby. So that means at some point, and there were probably multiple Mosasaurs, that means that at some point, somebody was probably in the water swimming with the baby Mosasaurus. Think about that stuff. That's crazy. Someone probably fed it fish. Like that mosasaur had an experience with people. That's crazy. Chris Surfer says, glad to see this channel is closing in on 5K. Yeah, baby. We're going to close to 5K and hopefully we hit 10K and then 100K after. I'm very excited. Like having this other YouTube channel and starting this journey all over again of going through all these subscriber milestones is actually really cool. Like it's kind of nice and refreshing to do it all over again. It's difficult. I won't say that it's not difficult. I am going a bit crazy, like trying to balance and manage everything, but it's definitely very cool. Experiencing all these milestones all over again. Mr. N says, but Jurassic World's plot devices has more inconsistencies than Jurassic Park series does. Anytime Trevorrow and his team introduce a new narrative, they invent cheap scapegoat. Okay, I was gonna say, can you elaborate on it? The pyroclastic flow scene. You're right. I'm not gonna say no on that one. It's kind of disgusting. I was not a big fan of that scene. I loved the Sinoceratops licking Chris Pratt's face though, and that I really do like the comedic relief because I generally like to bring myself a little bit more towards comedy in the movies and the media that I watch. But you are right. The scene where there's a bunch of lava pouring out of the volcano and Chris Pratt's like right near it and his shoe catches on fire and stuff it's too cartoony for me. It's like the whole scene is a little bit too much. It's a little too much. He really becomes like it kind of feels like he's George of the Jungle, you know, like he's there getting licked by Sinoceratops, and then he's getting his face smushed on the T-Rex spit, and the Stingy Moloch he's convincing him to break a wall. It all becomes a little bit too much, too fast after a little while. All right, guys, I'm talking too much and getting dizzy from the amount I'm talking. I think I'm going to cut this live stream short, 50 minutes. I appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We do this every Monday. Monday evening, we do a little live stream talking about Jurassic Park, dinosaurs, prehistoric stuff. Appreciate you guys all being here. I apologize for being extra tired and rambling. I also apologize for the fact that we barely talked about baby dinosaurs in this one. Mr. N finished with Trevorrow's characters are shallow, but I hope you enjoy your day. Hey, Mr. N, any feedback is appreciated. I also won't necessarily disagree with that. I think the characters in Jurassic World are definitely a little bit more shallow. I think Claire has some depth, but the rest of them are kind of shallow. But I also am like a big Chris Pratt fanboy, so I kind of love seeing him fiddle around and diddle with dinosaurs like an idiot. All right, guys, love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for being here on the first ever monetized live stream where we got a super chat. Thanks again to Tiffany. Really appreciate you. Big shout out to you. And tune in, guys. This week we got an episode finally dropping out. Quick dive about the Therizinosaurus. If you guys remember to check into that episode, if you guys have notifications turned on for the channel, please give me a comment that says "Dem nostrils" though on the new Therizinosaurus episode, so I know that you guys were in the live stream. Right? That episode should come out on Wednesday afternoon. So we'll see you guys. I also agree, Mr. N. We definitely need a baby Rex. Good night, everyone. Peace out. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.